Okay, what I wanted to do was show you the MetaQuest Pro with Microsoft Flight Sim. So let's get right into it. The equipment and everything that I'm using, I'm just using the default settings for everything, except for the MetaQuest Pro. I've set that to 90 hertz. I'm using the link cable, which is phenomenal for doing Rift and everything like that. I'm also using sidequest to increase this recording to 16:9. I'll put that in the description of the video. So the first thing we want to do is want to connect to this link here. Get that going. If I disconnect and reconnect, I'm sure it'll work. And there we go. Click, click. And let's allow that. There we are. So it's pretty straightforward. You wait for everything to fire up here. Okay. So I'm using my Dell gaming computer. It's got 32 gig of RAM, the 3080, the RTX 3080 in it. Let's just gonna lean over here and I'm gonna do my Control Tab to start it. So there you go. Let's set the key here for centering the whole thing. There we are. So I have a hostess set up with the throttle. And I'm going to just go with my mouse here and we're gonna just do a basic flight, just to give you a sort of a feel. And again, I'm just using default settings for everything. I'm gonna start and finish in Brantford. And we'll start flying here. It's very fast, and I will say one thing about the Quest Pro headset. It is 100 times more comfortable than the Quest 2, and the image is crystal clear. I'm not getting any vertigo at all, none. And with the Quest 2, I was getting a lot of vertigo, a lot of issues with that, except in this. I think it's because, as you can see, I'm looking around, it's pretty amazing. So if we take off, we'll go up here, turn off the brakes, and there we are. Should have some sound here, just turn it up in my volume. Let's turn up the sound a bit. And it's actually pretty clear for me going into this here. So our flaps up here. Oh, the flaps are already up. Oh, there you go. Okay, so anyways, I didn't want to do like a huge demo or anything, but as you can see, this is pretty smooth for default settings. Again, I'm in the Quest Pro headset, which is so comfortable. Really, really nice to fly around. You can see just how clear the view is here. I'm not getting too many missed frames at all. So you can see I'm looking around the cockpit, pretty clear. Not having any trouble in there. You can also use you can toggle things with your controller here. I haven't done too much with this, but I mean you can pretty much change all kinds of different settings and everything in here. I've got the traffic turned down in this, which of course you can change that in the settings, as you know, in Microsoft Flight Sim. So I just wanted to show everybody how nice this is. I mean, I haven't turned up anything, I haven't changed anything from default settings, because I just wanted to show people what this looks like without adding or changing or finessing anything. And you can see I got the runway there. Probably come in and we'll just do like a pass.
2 miles southwest of Charlie Yankee Foxtrot Delta 1,500 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger, Phoenix 15400.
Hey, you can hear I got the radio going and people talking to me and everything. So I put that all on auto. Not sure what the landing speed is of this plane, but I'm going to assume it's around 80 knots. Wild guess. The controls are really good in this headset. I know I'm low airspeed here, but you can see how I can just move and everything's really smooth, like really smooth. So I'm just going to assume this is about 80 knots to come in on this aircraft that I'm in. Let's pull the throttle back here, and I've got auto rudder on and everything too, so it's pretty much standard stuff. There we go. So you can see it's really smooth, easy to land, nothing too complicated. Of course, I'm the next pilot, but who cares? It's still, you can learn all this stuff pretty good. I put the brakes on here, and that's it. So let's get out of this, and I'll go into the Maverick stuff. I think I put the brake on, didn't I? I hope so. Oh well. So I'm just, because I'm leaning over here, I'm hitting the escape key. Okay, so let's go to different activities. I think we can go to options. And I think just go to home, go to main menu. And I'll show you the Maverick stuff because it's pretty cool. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to pick the first one, that one. And we'll just go on this just for a while. I won't do the whole thing. But just give you an idea, this Quest Pro headset is really cool. It's super comfortable and really clear. Yeah, and it's just phenomenal. Really cool. And again, no motion sickness, no vertigo in any of the apps that I've tried. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because the lenses are better, which, by the way, they're supremely cool. So here we go with this. And if you're wondering how to turn the burner on, you can set that under, it's in the settings options for the jet. So here you go. I'm in the F-18 and I've got a little ghost there. I'm not quite sure. I haven't really used this a lot. Just kind of getting into it, but I can press my burner on here with this little button. You can see I get a lot more airspeed. So again, I'm not going to go over the whole routine here, but you can see that this is really an incredible, just so clear, crystal clear, the cockpit. Really is incredible. So we'll just go up around here. You can see the maneuverability too with no frame loss at all. And this again, just default settings. I haven't done anything to change any of that. Really cool. And you can see my little target up there, or whatever the goal is. And you can pull G, you can see the G, the jet. As soon as you start pulling G, it kind of gets that. You can't feel it in the throttle or anything, but the screen jitters a bit, so it's pretty neat. All right, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but that was pretty cool. Really happy with this. You know, I can kind of look out the window here and see what's happening. I can see a little ghost there. Of course, I'm probably a little high. I want to go a little bit lower here, just to give you an idea of what the ground looks like. See all the trees going by. And again, you can turn all these things up. But there you go. There's the Quest Pro headset for $1 million. Worth every penny to me. Way better than the Quest, my Quest 2, which I do have. Make sure you use the link cable though. That AirLink thing, wireless stuff doesn't really work good. Also, make sure you get sidequest so that when you do your recordings, you can change the resolution to 16:9, and it's really easy to transfer to your computer. Okay, so I'm just gonna call that a day. Just disable my link, and end my recording. Thanks a lot.